About pinching, and this is some guidelines for pinching and general pinching rules. Obviously, as you know, what happens in a pinch that doesn't go well is an odd man rush. When you don't have a high forward, which is, basically this season we've played pretty aggressive down low, you can't really pinch. So we've had 100%, no pinching. Now that we're maybe going to run with a high forward, there's going to be a little bit more of a chance for pinching, but you have to understand how to pinch. So the first thing to consider is the score of the game. You never ever pinch when it's 0-0 or you're protecting a 1-goal lead. Let's say it's 2-0. Well, at that point, as everyone knows, 2-0 is the worst score in hockey, so you don't want to sit back. So, trying to get to 3-0 sometimes is not a bad thing. So if you have a chance to pinch correctly, that's the key, then you could do that based on whatever your head coach says. The other thing to consider is the time during the game. You don't really want to pinch in the last minute. You just want to play conservative and get out of the period. If you've got a lead of any sort, you don't want to give that momentum change that a 2-on-1 or whatever, any odd man rush can create a great momentum swing. So you don't do it at those critical moments in the end of a game. The third thing to consider is what's the matchup. If you've got, the other team's got their number one line out there, that's not really a good time to pinch. That's time to be conservative. If their second or third line is out there, then you take that into consideration, after you factor all the other points. And then 4, and it's really important, is there a high forward? Do you have support as a D so that if you pinch, you've got numerical support going the other way? So those are the main things that you think about. Then the general pinching rules are, if the puck is already on the strong side, it's not a good idea to pinch. Okay, but if it's moving over to the weak side from the strong side, then just everybody's on the other side. The center is not on the weak side; he's on the strong side, looking to support the strong side. So in general, their offense does not have the support that it really needs, and the numbers on that side. So the weak side pinch is very effective, and it can really help our team keep the puck in the zone and cycle and keep the puck deep. So when you do pinch down, your general play is to just knock it behind the other team's net, and then get back in your gap, in your position on the blue line. It's best to pinch on a puck that is hard for their team to receive, like a rim. If the puck is rimmed over, that's a good time to pinch. If it's not rimmed over and it's a tape-to-tape pass, then chances are, you're not going to be able to do anything before they move the puck and they're on their way. So again, if it's bouncing, if it's off the glass, that's a hard puck. So you go and pinch on a hard puck, and you make sure you get the body of the player, and you finish your check. If you go in, you finish your check. And knock him down is even better. A big body check on a pinch is good. But at any other time, you can pinch if you're 100% certain you can get to the puck. Okay, that's a general pinching rule. Okay, if it's a 50-50 puck, that you don't do. Okay, that's not a pinching situation. And any time where they're going to get the puck, that's not a good idea. Okay, but if the puck is coming out, their forwards are down low, and you can get to it on the half wall and keep it in, then that's something you got to consider. So let me just show you real quick here why we don't pinch on the strong side. Okay, so the puck is already over here, and let's just say that they go ahead and pass it up over here, and it's a clean tape-to-tape pass. Okay, and you pinch, okay, down onto it. They've got their center right here for support. So, what he's going to do basically is, he's going to be swinging through like this. So it's really easy to exploit the area behind you on a pinch on a tape-to-tape pass on the strong side, okay? It's very easy to do that. It's also extremely easy for him to chip the puck and bump it behind you, okay? And he has got, you know, once he makes that pass, he's going to follow up. He's got center support, and also it's, you know, as the play develops, this weak side forward might jump into it. So, you know, it's very easy to see how if this guy goes and he continues on, and here's the curling center, I mean, it's very easy for them to get the kind of, you know, superiority in numbers, okay, that we don't want them to have. So that's the reason, okay, and it's pretty easy to see. Okay, let me clean this up. Okay, so again, that's the strong side, okay, that's why we don't pinch on the strong side. Okay. We're going to show now the weak side and why it works better. Okay, so we take our guy, put him here. Okay, so now in this scenario, let's just say it's like this. We had this guy, their forward, drift over to the weak sides to receive a rim. Okay, so it's all of a sudden now coming up the wall in a rim. Okay, well, in order for him to pick up that rim, he's got to sort of take his eye off of you. You know, these guys are not in a position to really outman us too much, and we have our center point D who's able to come down the middle to protect against anything that may happen. But I mean, if you look at it from him being on the center point and this guy being over here, there's not so much help because the wingers are on that strong side as this guy decided to rim it, okay? Or let's say he did a D to D pass and then he rimmed it, or whatever it may be. If the puck moves to the weak side, that pinch becomes, you know, decent for us. You know, more than decent. It can be a great play actually. So, you know, coming down and putting a stop on this guy when he can't field it clean on a rim is a way better pinch. Okay, so just realize that that's the weak side pinch. You know, think about it, and it's definitely going to be, you're going to have way more success with that pinch than you are with a strong side pinch, okay? So I hope this gives you guys a little understanding of the pinching rules, and it's, you know, again, the score of the game, not when it's 0-0, you know, not in the last minute. You want to get out of periods. You don't want a momentum swing. You know, what's the matchup that you're going against? You know, you pinch against the weaker lines, okay? And do you have support? Do you have a high forward? Because if you do, you have the ability for him to be in position back checking. If everyone's deep on the strong side cycling, for instance, and you pinch on the strong side, there's a high probability of the puck going in our net off an odd man rush. So you have to know when to pinch, when not to pinch, and how to pinch. And I hope this helps you a little bit.